What's happening, sports fans? Welcome back to another episode with Mom and Papa Joe. Midweek chili is on the menu today. We've made chili from scratch and I love it, but for the first time, we're gonna try chili from a kit. Let's check it out. All right, so today's chili, folks, is gonna be from this Texas chili kit by Sucklebusters. I've read all the reviews, man, and they rave about this kit. They're supposed to be banging. It comes with its own recipe on the back. I'm going to stick to this recipe about 98% of the way, but you know I've got to do a little bit of flexing, Papa Joe style. This calls for 1 pound of ground beef and 1 pound of sausage. I'm going to skip all that and go straight to some chunked brisket trimmings and some other trimmings I had in the fridge. I've cut them to about 1/2 inch size cubes or pieces, we could say. And we're gonna brown these real quick. I'm gonna brown them outside. Before we do anything, I'm gonna add a little salt and some pepper. And again, just to keep the house from getting that greasy smell, we're gonna do this outside on my Traeger induction stove. All right, I've got about a tablespoon of avocado oil in there. I see a little smoke, and I think we're going to do this in 2 batches. Let's go with about half of it right now. This won't start browning until we've gotten rid of some of the moisture. So I'm thinking about 7-8 minutes. All right, folks, first batch coming off of here. Ooh, getting some popping. In with our second batch. All right, let's get this second batch out of here. Moving quickly. And we're gonna come right in with a medium white onion, a medium red bell pepper, half of a large red jalapeno, ripe jalapenos, and half of a large green. And we're gonna sweat these in for a couple of 5 minutes. Loosen up some of this goodness on the bottom and the sides. All right, we've given that about 5 minutes. Scraped up the bottom. We're gonna come in now with about 4 cloves of minced garlic, and we're gonna give this another couple of minutes. All right, folks, that garlic is nice and fragrant. Come in here with 1 10-ounce can of tomato soup, directly from the recipe. Once we get this incorporated, we'll move things to the house. As a matter of fact, I'll turn this off now. All right, folks, the recipe calls for about 10 ounces of beef stock. So I'm going to come in here. I've got 2 cups right here. So I'm going to put, that's about 1 cup. And to that, I'm going to add about 6 ounces of a Shiner black lager. A good dark beer, tasty. So about half in there and the other half for the cook. You know what? That's 12 ounces. We're going to bring this to a boil. All right, we've come to a boil. In with our Sucklebusters chili kit. So once again, man, this has got everything. Cumin, the chilies, some pepper, a little salt. We'll go with the entire pack in there. And we just want to make sure that this gets incorporated nicely. Turn my stove down a little bit. And in with our meat. I love the amount of liquid we've got in there right now. I know it's going to cook down a little bit. As necessary, I'll add as we go into this cook. We're going to be cooking this long enough to get these little cubes tender. I'm thinking maybe 1.5 hours, 2 hours. The larger your cubes, then the longer it's going to take to get tender. Once this comes back to a boil, I'll turn it to a simmer. And I will start that timer. All right, let's start that timer. All right, folks, we're approaching 2 hours. And I think our little cubes are nice and tender, man. We've cooked down, thickened up a little bit. I'm actually going to turn this off. What I want to do right now is just drop in, and this is optional. If you're not into cilantro, you absolutely don't have to do it. But I like the way that little citrus tang just kind of freshen things up just a bit. Our stove is off. We're going to let this sit about 5 minutes just to activate that cilantro. And we'll come back and put a bowl together. This is tasty. I'm telling you, that meat is so tender. Mom and I are going to put a bowl together real quick. Doesn't get any prettier than that right there. Folks, toppings are totally up to you. I'm a fan of a nice dollop of sour cream. We've got some freshly grated cheddar, as much or as little as you like. Fresh diced onions. Oh, I'm a lover of Fritos. I love the original Fritos in my chili. Come back with a little green onion and then top that off with a little more jalapenos. Totally up to you how you fix your chili. Tell me that's not beautiful. All right, folks. There's a nice little bit of heat. Wow. This is so simple. Folks, absolutely worth it. Out of a kit. Totally delicious. You're going to want to try this. Papa will not steer you wrong. Once you get your prep work done, it's pretty much put it on the stove, set it, and forget it. You are going to love this chili. I want to thank you guys and gals for hanging out with Mom and Papa Joe once again. We really appreciate it. Be on the lookout for another video coming very soon. And as always, Mom and I want you guys to take care of yourselves, love each other, and we'll see you when we see you. Holla!